Why you should not own a home. Everyone always talks about how you have to own a home. Home ownership is everything. The reality is that a lot of times it's not. Okay, my name is Jeremy Forcier with CrossCountry Mortgage, and I'd like to dispel this myth and give you some context to it. Is that home ownership is extremely important, but it's also extremely personal. It's not the only way to get ahead in life, and you should never feel like you have to own a home, otherwise you're missing out on something. I think the biggest mistake I see people make is they have a real big case of FOMO, fear of missing out. Like if they don't do something now, they're never going to be able to do it, and it's just not true. So owning a home is critical, I do believe, into your long-term plans, especially in accumulating wealth, but there's some things you need to do before you decide if buying a house is right for you. The number one thing you have to do is create a personal family budget. You need to understand what your bills are right now, how much your rent is, and how much more it's going to be if you buy a house, and are those in alignment. Great story last week. I was speaking with someone who felt like they had to buy a house, they have to do it now, interest rates are low, prices are at all-time highs, there's no end in sight, and they were really freaked out. That's not a good place to start from, right? So we went through some basic questions like, well, what are you paying in rent right now? $1,500 a month. Great. What do you want your mortgage payment to be? Like, what would be a good mortgage payment budget for you? $2,500 a month is what this individual said. Great. How much money do we have saved in cash right now for a down payment? Zero. Pause. So if you want to buy a house and you know that your payment is going to be higher, the number one thing you need to do first is try to save that delta, that difference, that gap. For at least 6 months, so you can feel what it's going to be like to pay a $2,500 a month payment. Now, the previous 3 people that he talked to just pre-approved him, right? Oh, hey, you're pre-approved. Looks like you can buy up to $350,000, with zero down, and your payment's going to be $2,500 a month. But this person had no idea of what it feels like to pay $2,500 a month. So now this person's on track for 6 months, which we're going to check in with them in 6 months. Have they saved $1,000 a month, and how did it feel, right, in the rest of their lifestyle in order to save that amount of money so that they can be responsibly prepared for home ownership? So don't think you have to own a home, and don't think you're going to miss out on something. Just think that you need to put yourself on the right path to get what you want. Talk to a professional. If you have questions for me, you can call me anytime you want. All my contact information is below. Jeremy Forcier, CrossCountry Mortgage.